Marie Laveau as a Mambo is not bound by the same rules that bind Fiona or Cordelia as Supremes, and as a result, the extent of her powers is unknown and possibly limitless. Now, I always like to give a disclaimer where I say the vantage point we have of Marie Laveau and her practitioners is not from the vantage point of Marie Laveau and her practitioners. It's from the perspective of the Coven and its witches. As a result, the perception that we have of Marie Laveau changes as different witches interact with Marie. For instance, when Fiona talks to Marie, Marie comes across as weak, but that's because Fiona has a superiority complex. When Zoe or when Cordelia talks to Marie, the relationship appears to be more equitable, with Cordelia actually feeling like she's a bit inferior to Marie based on Marie's age and abilities. When Queenie talks to Marie, it's one of a teacher and student until later on in the series. And when Marie talks to other practitioners in her shop, I think that's more indicative of the actual relationship between Marie and how she views herself, which is somebody who is communicable and loves her community. With that being said, though, I think Marie Laveau as a Mambo is capable of all of the abilities of a Supreme plus more. Now, because we don't actually spend much time with Marie in the show, what we do see of her is quite limited. We do know that her preferred method of performing magic is through spell work and ritual, or just different workings altogether. But we have seen her use at least 3 of the 7 wonders. So for instance, she's used telekinesis, she's used pyrokinesis, and then of course in Apocalypse, she used transmutation. Now, as I stated before, the extent of Marie Laveau's powers are possibly limitless. The only reason we don't know much about her is because between Coven and Apocalypse, we didn't spend much time with her. But I would venture to say that she's on par with witches like Skahawk, the First Supreme, or the Ashleys. All 3 of them are capable of making extreme deals with gods to become immortal. Other witches in the Coven or the series, not so much. The exception to this is Mallory, and she's a Supreme on an entirely different level. But with that being said, even Cordelia couldn't make a complete deal with the Loire. She had to have Marie facilitate the second half while she did the first part. So honestly, I think as a whole, Marie is possibly capable of completing all of the 7 wonders. It's just that we haven't seen her have the reason to do so. And in the scenes that we have seen her in, they've just been inappropriate for the time. So she wouldn't just need to bring someone back to life just because, you know. But I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. I think she's a completely powerful witch who is Supreme level. The only thing that is the problem with the show is the fact that we're not getting the viewpoint of Marie Laveau like we get the viewpoint of Fiona. We're getting it from the perspective of the Fionas, and that is full of biases and, you know, prejudices. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I would love to hear what you think Marie might be capable of, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.